Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Young and the Restless, early weekly spoilers. Fight Audra Charles making a risky move that could come back to bite her during the week of October 14 to 18, 2024. On Y&R, check out the latest spoilers for the CBS Suds Fest. Next week on Young and the Restless, Audra Charles meets with Jack Abbott at the Geno City Athletic Club restaurant. She's furious with Victor Newman for firing her and livid with Kyle Abbott for setting it in motion. So she tells Jack that Victor is the silent investor behind Glissade, and he's the one who's been pulling Kyle's strings all along. Of course, Jack will be furious with Victor on Young and the Restless and will undoubtedly confront him. But by exposing his secret to Jack, Audra will likely make herself Victor's newest enemy. He will surely retaliate, and there might be no coming back for her after snitching on him. Indeed, the mustache is not someone you want as your enemy. While Audra Charles, Zulika Silver, makes herself Victor Newman's, Eric Braden. Next target, things go downhill for Daniel Romalotti, Michael Grazietti. Next week, Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, listens in horror as her detective boyfriend, Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd, updates her on his investigation. He tells her he found some disturbing evidence in Daniel and Heather Stevens' Vale Bloom apartment, and things don't look too good for her brother right now. Of course, Summer is terrified for Daniel on Young and the Restless. She knows he didn't kill Heather. However, Sharon is doing a great job of setting him up, and he could certainly take the fall for Heather's death. Elsewhere on Y&R, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, sits in the park with Lucy Romalotti, Lily Brooks O'Brien. She asks if she would like to know about her grandmother because she has a few stories to tell her. Then they both look up at someone who suddenly appears on Young and the Restless. There's a good chance it's Sharon, which will indeed cause trouble and Phyllis may snap. And she could very well target Sharon Newman soon. Plus, that might be part of Phyllis' standalone episode coming up to celebrate her 30th anniversary on the soap. Y&R is wild and intense right now. Things will never be the same for many citizens of Geno City. Keep watching to see how Victor Newman fires back at Audra Charles on a CBS daytime drama. Get all the latest Young and the Restless spoilers and updates daily from Y&R Update. In the coming weeks on Asterisk, the Young and the Restless Asterisk, power struggles and corporate intrigue continue to stir up tension in Geno City. One character who has recently taken center stage in the town's brewing storms is Audra Charles. A shrewd and ambitious businesswoman, Audra has proven herself to be a master manipulator, always several steps ahead of her rivals. However, her next move may be the most dangerous one yet, as she sets her sights on climbing the corporate ladder while playing a high-stakes game that could put her at risk. Audra's ambition has made her one of the most cunning characters in Geno City, and the coming episodes will show her pushing the limits of her power play. What's unclear is whether she'll be able to get away with it unscathed, or if this dangerous move will be her downfall. As the dynamics shift and loyalties are tested, Audra's bold decisions could have massive consequences not only for herself, but also for everyone connected to Newman Media and Chancellor Winters. ######Audra Charles, a calculating strategist. Since arriving in Geno City, Audra has made it clear that she is not afraid to get her hands dirty to get what she wants. With a sharp mind for business and a willingness to exploit any weakness, she has steadily carved out a position of power. Her manipulative tactics and strategic alliances have allowed her to climb quickly in the corporate world, and she's now playing in the big leagues with some of the town's most powerful figures. Audra has always had an eye on the prize, and she knows that her current role at Newman Media is just the beginning. She's aligned herself with powerful figures like Victor and Victoria Newman, but it's clear that her loyalties are flexible. While she may play nice on the surface, Audra is always looking for opportunities to advance her own position. This week, spoilers suggest that Audra will make a move that could change the game entirely. Her plan involves manipulating key players in the ongoing battle for control of Chancellor Winters and Newman Media. It's a bold and dangerous strategy, one that will require all of her cunning and manipulation to pull off. But if she succeeds, she could cement her place as one of the most influential players in Geno City. ###### the corporate battle. Chancellor Winters and Newman Media. At the heart of Audra's latest move is the ongoing power struggle between Chancellor Winters and Newman Media. These two corporate giants have been vying for dominance in Geno City's business world for months, with various players involved in the battle for control. The stakes are high, and the alliances between characters like Victor Newman, Stephen Hamilton, Lily Winters, and Nate Hastings are constantly shifting. Audra has been quietly observing this power struggle from the sidelines, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. She has already proven herself capable of manipulating events to her advantage, as evidenced by her involvement in previous corporate shakeups. Now, with tensions rising between Chancellor Winters and Newman Media, Audra sees an opportunity to make her move. The first step in Audra's plan is to sow discord among the key players. She begins by targeting Nate Hastings, who has recently been grappling with his own ambition and desire for power. Nate has already crossed ethical lines in his pursuit of success, and Audra sees him as the perfect pawn in her game. She knows that Nate's insecurities and desire for control make him vulnerable to manipulation, and she begins subtly feeding his ambition. Audra also sets her sights on David Hamilton and Lily Winters, who are still navigating the complexities of running Chancellor Winters together. While Devin and Lily have managed to work through their differences in the past, Audra knows that their partnership is far from stable. By playing on their individual insecurities and planting seeds of doubt, Audra hopes to drive a wedge between them, further destabilizing the company. ####### Audra's seduction of power. Audra's dangerous move goes beyond mere manipulation. She's prepared to seduce her way to the top if it means gaining more control. Her connection to Nate Hastings becomes central to her plan, as she begins to blur the lines between business and pleasure. While Nate is romantically involved with Elena Dawson, their relationship has been strained by Nate's increasing ambition and his questionable business decisions. Audra sees this as an opportunity and begins to subtly undermine Nate and Elena's relationship. She plays into Nate's ego, flattering him and making him feel like the powerful figure he's always wanted to be. At the same time, she offers him a glimpse of the kind of success he could achieve with her by his side. It's a calculated seduction, one designed to pull Nate further away from Elena and closer to Audra's own agenda. As Audra tightens her grip on Nate, she sets the stage for a much larger power play. She knows that if she can control Nate, she'll have significant leverage in the ongoing battle between Newman Media and Chancellor Winters. But this move is not without its risks. Audra is playing with fire, and if her manipulation of Nate is exposed, it could backfire spectacularly. ###### Elena's growing suspicions. While Audra believes she has Nate wrapped around her finger, she underestimates Elena Dawson. Elena has already sensed that something is off in her relationship with Nate, and she's beginning to grow suspicious of his connection with Audra. Despite Nate's assurances that his relationship with Audra is purely professional, Elena knows better. She's seen the way Audra looks at Nate, and she's not convinced that their interactions are strictly business. In the coming episodes, Elena's suspicions will only deepen. She begins to do her own investigating, determined to uncover the truth about what's really going on between Nate and Audra. As she digs deeper, Elena will find herself at a crossroads. Should she confront Nate directly or take matters into her own hands? Elena's discovery could throw a wrench into Audra's plans, especially if she exposes the manipulative businesswoman's true intentions. But Audra is not easily intimidated, and she won't go down without a fight. The question remains, will Elena be able to stop Audra before she destroys her relationship with Nate? Or will Audra's seductive power prove too strong to resist? Victor and Victoria Newman, allies or obstacles? As Audra makes her dangerous move, she must also contend with the Newman family, particularly Victor and Victoria Newman. While Audra has aligned herself with them in the past, her ultimate loyalty is to herself. She knows that to truly solidify her power, she may have to go against the very people who helped her rise to prominence. Victor Newman, ever the shrewd businessman, is not easily fooled. While he may have brought Audra into the fold at Newman Media, he's always watching for signs of betrayal. If Victor senses that Audra is working against him or pursuing her own agenda, he won't hesitate to take her down. Audra knows that she's walking a fine line with Victor, and one misstep could lead to her downfall. Victoria, on the other hand, has her own agenda when it comes to Newman Media. She's always been fiercely ambitious, and she's not afraid to make ruthless decisions to protect her family's legacy. Victoria may see Audra as a potential ally, but she's also wary of anyone who poses a threat to her control of the company. If Audra's plans conflict with Victoria's goals, the two women could find themselves in a power struggle that neither is prepared for. A dangerous gamble. As Audra's plan unfolds, it becomes clear that she's playing a dangerous game with high stakes. She's manipulating powerful figures, seducing her way to the top, and taking risks that could either propel her to new heights or lead to her downfall. The next few weeks will be critical for Audra as she navigates the treacherous waters of Genoa City's corporate world. But even as Audra appears to be in control, there are cracks in her carefully constructed facade. Her manipulation of Nate may not go as smoothly as she hopes, especially with Elena watching closely. And if Victor or Victoria catch wind of her true intentions, she could find herself facing powerful enemies who won't hesitate to destroy her. The fallout. Regardless of whether Audra's dangerous move succeeds or fails, the fallout will be felt throughout Genoa City. If she's successful, she could become one of the most powerful figures in town, with control over Newman Media and influence in Chancellor Winters. But if her plans fall apart, she could lose everything, including her reputation, her career, and her alliances. As the storyline unfolds, viewers will be on the edge of their seats, wondering if Audra can pull off the ultimate power play, or if her ambition will finally catch up with her. One thing is certain, Genoa City will never be the same after Audra's bold and dangerous move. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Y&R Update YouTube channel for more update news.